Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unseriesous. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious.
Can't read mine, no you can read my poker face. Blah, 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 blah. Rick Riordan's gonna kill me.
Thank you for the emotional abuse and cheeseburger. That was a good line.
That was a good line.
That's what I remember.
What else? I don't think I wrote any lines. I just wrote, I seldom coot.
Wow. Does anyone know what we're talking about?
Can you tell from the picture behind us in the title of the episode?
I sure don't. Huh?
Huh? For the entire last episode. Huh?
Anytime anyone came in.
Huh?
Yeah.
So we're talking about Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the television show. We're so back. Like, we're back.
We're here.
Back. We're, like, in person now. Hell yeah. I'm kind of dying. I'm having some
disclaimer, Megan's
we're
dying.
going to monitor the situation.
I'm monitoring Megan if she falls over. Well, it's just the Brianna show.
Hot girls sometimes have heartburn and shit like that.
IBS. I have IBS.
Well,
hot girls have IBS.
We're all learning so much about each other today.
I think we all should be open about our
stomach issues. Our gut issues.
Now my tummy hurts.
Your tummy what?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to Walker. He's listening. I know he is. I'm so sorry. But that's life. And he's going to have to learn how to face that when he grows up.
Get a job.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Percy Jackson. But first, now that we're so back in person and better than ever.
Look how good we are right now.
Look how good we are?
Like, look how normal we are.
Yeah, we made it through January, and it's clearly not impacting us at all. So, Bree, what have you been watching, reading, listening to get you through the trying times of January into February?
Well, what's funny about this is...
Oh.
See what's funny about this.
Yeah, I would love to laugh.
I love a little laugh. No, I'm listening to an audiobook and I'm reading another book.
Whoa, that's bold.
And they're both, like, not that happy.
Oh,
so, like, why am I doing this? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but because I started the audiobook because I had enough time left in the month after 7 years slip to do, like, the audiobook. And that was, like, one of the books I wanted to read. So I started it, but it's, like, so depressing. But you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's art.
It's art.
And sometimes art hurts.
Yeah, but, like, preferably I'd like to do one serious book and then maybe, like, I don't know. Something
more,
fun.
Yeah.
Something
lighthearted,
yeah.
That's fair.
But
I get that.
Yeah. But no, I'm doing them both in January.
But are you enjoying them despite the subject?
I'm halfway through both of them. The audiobook is In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado, and it's a memoir. And she, like, writes a lot of LGBTQ plus books. So, like, when I looked up, like, those books, this book always comes up, and she narrates the audiobook, and it's really good, just, like, really, like, she's going through shit, but she also talks about, like, stereotypes and everything, and then each chapter is, like, dream house, like, each chapter is dream house as, like, reliable narrator, dream house as Disney villain, like, it's very, but it's, like, cool. They're, like, all different themes each chapter. That's cool. It's cool. It's just, like, heavy. Yeah. But I'm halfway through that, and it's really good. I would recommend. And then I'm also reading A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. That's, like, that isn't necessarily, like, it's not, like, that sad, but, like, it's just, like, reality. It's, like, a girl like you're watching her grow up. Like it literally starts like when she's 5 and then goes back to when she's a baby and talks about her family. And now I'm to like, she's like a teenager right now getting her period. And it's just like a whole journey. And it's like, no. It's like beautiful writing and stuff. But like, yeah, both of them at the same time. I don't know if I'd recommend that, especially in January. But but they're both really good and I'm enjoying them. And after that, I'll do a more silly book.
Hell yeah.
But then I also watched Quiz Lady, which was
how was that?
Which was good. It was funny but also emotional, but like mostly funny and feel good. And I love Sandra Oh. And I loved seeing her like as that character because you've never seen. He plays like the older sister who doesn't have her shit together.
Hell yeah.
And I love that for her. And she looks good doing it.
Amen.
But yeah, and then I watched all of Percy Jackson this week.
Fuck yeah. And we will get into all of that.
What about you, Megan? What have you been reading, watching stomach issues?
No, just kidding. What have you been feeling in your body? Pain.
What have you been feeling?
It's been constant pain. Anyway, just brushing past that. It's February, and you know what that means. That the reading slump is over.
Oh, what? That's not what that means.
I started a silly little rom-com last night, and I finished it last night. And then I read all the other book things that she did. She released, like, chapter... Okay, wait, just hold on. I am getting ahead of myself. I got excited.
I said, huh?
So I read Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, which is a book I've been wanting to read for a long time because it's, like, rom-com tropey. Like, it references a lot of rom-com movies. I'm really into that shit. I love a rom-com. And usually, I don't think I realized this, like, right away, but usually, as a woman who's turning 25 this year...
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I turn it in 1 month.
Sorry, I keep really steering us into really, like, stressful directions. I usually don't like reading as much about, like, high schoolers anymore just because I just rather read about, like, people around my age, like, in their 20s, early 30s, things like that. But this book, and then I bought another book yesterday, and they're both about high school, so I was like, I don't know about this, but I literally read the book all the way through last night.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's pretty fucking good.
That's pretty good.
I just love a rom-com. It's probably one of the best rom-coms I've read in a while. I just haven't been reading much in a while, though, in general. So it's nice to read something just like silly, comforting, easy.
Yeah.
Just to get back into it. Because I have like all these books of all genres that I want to read. And I've just been like so tired.
Yeah.
So I just need to break through the mold. And this book is about a girly who loves rom-coms. And a guy that she liked when she was a kid moved back to town. So she gets her neighbor who she has like a beef with to help her get him. But you kind of learn that like maybe they should be together instead.
Oh,
that's all I really want to say. But it was like really good and like played on tropes really well and was like cheesy but like not too cheesy. Like it was like the perfect amount of cheese. And I just had a really good time. I was gonna say something else. Oh, and then there's like part of the story is that the reason why she loves rom-coms is her mom, but her mom's dead.
Oh no, the mom's always dead.
That really got me, of course. That really like pulled me a lot because like there was so much about like her character and the choices she was making that was just all because of like her mom. Like I'm so sad. And like her relationship with her best friend was getting frayed and her relationship with her like stepmom was like rocky because of all these things. So like it was a little bit more than like the romance of it all. So I always appreciate a little bit of that. But yeah, it was very good. Every chapter started with a quote from a rom-com. I was like, I'm living for this stuff. And the author wrote, like, chapters from the guy's POV, because the whole book is the girl's POV. So, like, there's, like, PDFs of, like, alternate chapters and stuff like that. And, like, bonus chapters. So I've been reading that today. So I'm going to add that on my Goodreads. I'm going to hit my reading goal this weekend.
And
They're all like 20 pages, but like that's another book.
But
if they're all on Goodreads separately, then it counts.
Cheesecake Factory video.
Exactly. That's my next read. I've been really gearing up for that. But yeah, it was called, like I said, Better Than the Movies. And I found out there's going to be a sequel that comes out this year.
Yes.
So that's big.
Yes.
So I recommend it if anyone loves a good classic rom-com.
I've heard good things. I always hear about that. Like I've been watching book YouTubers a lot because I find it comforting and they always talk about Lynn Painter. and like her writing and how she's like such a good like palate cleanser. Like yeah,
that's a good way to say it.
And
like I felt like she wrote the teenage romance of it where it wasn't like frustrating, because I got a book, I'm trying to remember which one it was, where I read reviews, which I need to not do. I need to not read reviews before I read the book, because I want to go in.
Everyone has such different...
Yeah, which is totally fair, and I don't like when other people's opinions like fuck with mine, so I can't even enjoy it. But I read a critique of a book that I have not read yet that was like, these characters are 30, but they're acting like they're in high school. Versus I read this book about high schoolers that are acting like they're in high school, but also not like being too immature. Like it's like just normal, the writing's good, but they're also like, they'll say things like, oh my god, he gave me the ick. And I'm like, that like feels genuine. Like it doesn't feel like out of place where like you watch like a teen show and you're like, they're writing that because they saw that on Twitter. They're not writing that because they understand what it means in context. Like everything felt natural and it felt like appropriate to the age without it being too cringy. Like everything was a little cheesy. Like that's what you want. Like it should be to a degree. But it just felt nice and fun and easy to just keep going. Yeah. The burn was good. Yeah. All the things.
A page turner.
Yeah. Just a simple little rom-com.
Did you stay up late?
Yeah, I was up till 4 a.m. So I'm sure
that's always...
So like I went to roommates.
Yeah, I was up till 4 a.m.
Yeah, and then I woke up this morning and then found out there were bonus stuff, and I said, well, here I go again. So, exactly. What's frustrating though is I did buy a new rom-com. I'm like, oh, I'll just read that next. But once you're like in one that's really good, and I do this with TV shows, I do this with movies, it's like all I want to do is consume more content surrounding that. Yeah. And like books are hard because I'm not going to read fan fiction about books, I don't think. Like I don't really feel like that solves the problem of like a show ending or something. Yeah. So I'll just have to wait. You just need
another book.
I just need to like just take a pause.
At least it's not 2 years away. Some people, like when they announce their book, it's 2 years away.
Yeah, I think I might be September, which is a little bit away, but I have plenty to look forward to before then. Yeah. So, much to do.
Much to do.
But yeah, I watched Percy Jackson as well.
You did?
I watched it as it came out. I think I watched it like the week it came out. I watched the first 2 episodes. And Bree, should I tell you what the Percy Jackson is about?
Yeah, because I really don't know. Nothing in here.
Nothing between these ears. No. Okay. Percy Jackson and the Olympians is a television series on Disney Plus and Hulu, following the book series of the same name by Rick Riordan, if I pronounced that right. It's centered around the titular character, Percy. After he learns he is a demigod, half human and half god, born to mother Sally Jackson and the Greek god Poseidon. That's weird. After his mother is taken to the underworld, Percy ends up at Camp Half-Blood, a safe haven for demigods like himself, and learns that who he thought was his best friend Grover is actually a satyr sworn to protect him. There, he also meets Annabeth Chase, daughter of Athena, and Luke, son of Hermes. When the camp learns Zeus's master bolt has been stolen, Percy chooses Grover and Annabeth to accompany him on a quest to return it in the hopes of also saving his mother. On their journey, they uncover mythic secrets, and Percy learns more about who he truly is. However, he is also haunted by the fact that as the quest continues, he may fail to save what is most important and be betrayed by someone he calls a friend. But that might not be who he expects.
Damn.
Before we get into the show itself, I feel like we need to have a disclaimer. Some people have their like childhood like books. Some people really loved Harry Potter. Bree's a Twilight girl. I was a Hunger Games girl, and neither of us were Percy Jackson girl.
I wasn't even a speck of a Percy Jackson girl.
I had my moment when the Logan Lerman movies came out because I was, in fact, a Logan Lerman girl. But I didn't even watch the second one. I just watched the first one. Because then I heard that they weren't very true to the stories and no one was really a huge fan. I think you can enjoy them as a separate entity, from what I understand. But, like, that was not it for the Percy Jackson kiddos. It was not hitting what like the Hunger Games was hitting for everyone. Like it was just not the great adaptation. So I think that's what made this, especially doing a show, I feel like this seems like a really great book series to be made into a show versus a movie series, because it seems like there's a lot going on. But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. I, for one, am kind of interested in reading the books, so maybe we'll be like more equipped with knowledge for season 2 if they renew it. But I just want to get that out of the way, that we're here to talk television, because we haven't.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And you knew nothing, right?
No, like, I literally knew nothing. Like, I think the only, like, even speck of, like, I saw this as a kid was when, like, my friend had it on at a birthday party, but it was, like, one of those where it was on, but you could do other stuff, and I was doing other stuff. I did not listen at all, and I literally did not know, like, anything, and I was like this, when most people were probably like, yeah, that's the story. Like, I literally didn't know he was the son of Poseidon.
You're like, Percy, your dad is Poseidon.
I was literally like, oh, I was gagged. That's how much I did not know.
So funny.
And then I realized that in the title it has the
what's it literally got the trident.
Like, I could probably guess that, but I did not.
And like the water visuals.
No, I was literally like, are you kidding?
That makes me so happy. First of all, I'm healed. I don't feel a single speck of pain now. Laughter is the best medicine. That's really good, because I feel like if we weren't gonna go into it with like the knowledge of a reader, we needed complete lack of knowledge.
Nothing.
I feel like it was tricky for me, as someone who hasn't watched the movie in years, but like knew the key things of like, okay, Grover is a goat. He's a satyr, son of Poseidon. His mom, something happened to his mom. And, like, he goes to camp, and then he has to find the bolt, and then he has his water powers, and his dad is Poseidon, and Luke is shady as fuck. Like, I knew all the key, like, cool shit.
Oh.
I knew Luke.
Okay, I looked at that kid, and I said, that kid's gonna bully the shit out of Percy.
But then he was kind, but he
I know, but then I was like, oh, maybe
motives.
He's not. Maybe I was wrong. And then at the end, I said, I knew that bitch ass. A shady bitch knows a shady bitch. Let me tell you.
Game, recognized game.
That's literally
so real.
No, and I didn't know that boy was a goat. And I didn't know. But then I soon realized that he is the goat.
The goat! When he's in the back of the car and he's like, I'm actually 24.
I kept forgetting that he was 24. Like,
same. He's like a little, like the actor's like a couple years older than the other two, but
he's still like a kid.
Like, I'm 24.
I'm 24.
I'm fully 24 when they're supposed to be like 12.
That's sus.
But I feel like that's where I struggled was, obviously people who read the book know everything, but that's the joy of like, I know what's going to happen, but seeing it come to life in like a really well done way, you will hope, it's got to be really exciting. But for me, I'm like, okay, I didn't read the book, so I don't have like the visuals and all like this childhood wish fulfillment coming to life. I just have, okay, well, I know it's going to happen. And that's on me. Like, that isn't a critique on the show at all. I was just like, fuck. So I am really excited for future seasons where I don't know as much. And then if I read the book, then I'll have the other aspects. So either way, I'm excited for the future of the show. So renew it, Disney.
Yeah. There is a beauty not reading the book, because the book just always gives you more detail.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Which I think is one of the biggest things.
You have to like
we are going
really
to
let
be,
that.
We are going to be consulting an expert opinion later in the episode.
What if we had popped up right here? What if it was Rick? It's like a scientist.
It's like a history professor like that knows Norse.
Yeah,
Norse,
it's Greek mythology.
Which I should also say, like, I think Greek mythology is really interesting, but I know nothing about it.
I like maybe had like a little. I did not have that big of a faith. Like I had like a little, but it wasn't as big as some people.
Yeah.
Like some people, like kids are like so into Greek mythology. Mm-hmm. I was not. I probably would have been a Percy Jackson fan if I was into it. Right. But I think like theater, we talked about it, and then like, but that's about it. I wasn't like, ooh.
I played an Auntie Drew game called Labyrinth of Lies. That was like in Greece. And that was pretty cool.
That was
you go into like the underworld at the end.
Oh no.
I think Kronos might have been there.
Not Kronos.
But like that was my thing. They'd be saying shit like Kronos and Ares and other names where I was like, am I just not paying attention, or like would it help? Like do the books like kind of give you more of like the background of mythology? Because like the kids have the background of like, oh, my mother told me stories. I'm like, well, my mother didn't tell me stories, so tell me more, Percy. I don't know what this means. They're like, oh, your mother is this? Well, tell me more about why that's significant.
And surely all these kids reading the book didn't just immediately know.
Exactly.
So
this is probably their intro.
Explaining all this shit.
So I'm kind of really excited for that. I just need to, I feel like it'll just be getting through the first book, because I do struggle with them when I know what's going to happen. Getting through it, but then I can go to book 2, because I can't just go to book 2, then I'll lose all the stuff that's in the book that's not in the show or movie.
Yeah.
So that's one of the goals for this year into next, I guess. I do want them to crank out these seasons though, because talking about fucking Walker. Well, first of all, casting. Even though I didn't read the book, these kids are talented
These
as hell.
kids are acting down.
And I really like Walker because I saw him in the Adam Project. He's so talented, so I was so excited to see him in this. Like,
was he in a mac and cheese commercial?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I know.
But it was like a joke, like mac and cheese commercial, because he was like, he's so like Ryan Reynolds coded as like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid, and that's why I think he's like such a good Percy Jackson, because he has that element of like snark and humor.
He's like sarcastic,
but like also just like such a good actor. So I was so excited. And still, like, was so impressed, but was also impressed by Leah and Aaron, I think are their names. Aaron?
Yeah.
Just what a talented trio. So, like, blessed already.
Yeah, I didn't get any shitty kids. I just take down kid actors.
If you're gonna be a kid actor, you better be good.
You better be fucking good. You better
or stay in school.
You better make me feel, or stay in school and read the Percy Jackson book.
Just read the book. Wait, I lost my train of thought.
You were onto something, I know.
I was saying, I really had a great thought, then I got distracted by everyone's talent.
By their talent. By the glare in their eye, the emotion.
Yeah, they really gave. And then sometimes I was like, this dialogue's a little clunky, but they're also still giving.
But they're still giving. They're clunky. But
I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. I feel like we should just start talking about the show. I really... Again, I'm just a fan of the vibes, because did I read the books? No, but I think if I had been a bigger reader as a kid, I would have enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Because there's something so, again, with mythology, but just like the world building. There's so much to like unpack here, so many mysteries. And I really, really, really love like when they got to Camp Half-Blood, like how beautiful it looked. I feel like a lot of the sets. It looked
so cool.
But that one specifically.
I want to go there.
Was so cool. I'm like, yeah, I love, that's why I was like, this is an escape for me. Like when I was watching the first few episodes, I'm like, this is the shit. And then they were just like in New York, and which I love New York, but I'm like, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like the escapism.
When they're just in random, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, or they're like, the like amusement park episode was really cool though too. I liked that.
Yeah.
So I do love a good adventure.
I liked when they were on the bus.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, the vibe.
Yeah, but they were having a laugh.
They were having a laugh. I was having a laugh, and then that lady came.
Megan Mullally!
She's giving cunt.
Oh, just also casting overall. You had like Megan Mullally.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Everyone joking like there's no possible way he can turn this into a musical moment. And as soon as you see him, he's singing in the goddamn elevator.
I said,
oh my god. But genuinely, I will say he kind of like a Slade in the Vegas episode.
Yeah, I was kind of scared of him.
Oh. Yes. He kind of acted down. And when you could see the emotion in his eyes when he was talking about his strained relationship with his son, Luke, which, separate story.
But also, I just can't take him seriously.
Lynn, yeah, it's hard.
I'm like, that's Lynn. I wanted him to be Poseidon so he could go, where's my son?
That's basically him with Luke.
I know.
Where's my son? Maybe season 2.
Yeah, maybe we'll get that.
Where's my son? Because he's just on the run now.
Because Luke's a bad boy.
Yeah.
And he's going against the
demigods. Well, he's going against the gods.
Yeah,
and he's trying to recruit other demigods. But that's what you're supposed to think, though. I think you're supposed to think that, like, the gods are bad. Which they are. But Poseidon... I don't know.
Can I just say I was so confused when Poseidon came in?
Yeah, elaborate on that.
I just thought it was going to be, like, bigger, or maybe they weren't even going to show Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden this man, the shadow of a man.
Mm-hmm.
I said, huh?
And it starts storming.
I was like, what's going on? And then it's just this British man. I'm like, of course Poseidon's British.
Well, it was supposed... it should have been Logan Lerman.
It should have been someone... I really thought it was going to be someone, like, I knew, or, like, someone, like, I don't know. That was like, oh. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Right.
But not Lin-Manuel.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was good. That guy felt like Poseidon.
Yeah.
But I remember when he got cast, like, I knew he'd show up because I knew he got cast. Everyone was like, well, that's not Logan Lerman. And Logan Lerman, granted, is probably a little too young just with the vibes of the show.
Well, that's not Logan Lerman.
Well, that's not Logan Lerman. I also have to say, the most core memory from watching the movie, I know everyone related to this, whether you loved or hated the Percy Jackson film with Logan Lerman, I think everyone has a core memory of watching the Lotus Hotel scene in Vegas when Poker Face by Lady Gaga starts to play. So everyone was like, I wonder if they'll like make a nod to it. And the author, Rick, was like, if anyone, sorry, I love Lady Gaga like the rest of you, but if any of you thinks I'm going to make a reference to this god-awful movie, then you're wrong. I don't think he said god-awful, but he shaded them hard, which is like valid, because everyone knows they like didn't stay as true to the books.
So he wasn't involved at all?
I don't think so, really.
Damn.
I remember he's much, much, much less involved than he is now. So I was like, okay, that's valid, but like that Poker Face scene was so iconic.
Damn.
I know. And like, not that they were going to do the exact same thing again, but I was like, shit. I think Dua Lipa, though, was like playing.
Yeah, Dua Lipa, that's Dua Lipa
like,
came on.
They needed a pop girly to come on.
But I wanted the Vegas episode to be longer.
I wanted every single episode to be longer.
Yeah, like some of them are really short.
Really short. And it's like you have a show, so you can do so much more. And like 8 episodes, they could have had at least 10, if not like 13, to really like dive into like everything.
Yeah.
The Vegas episode happened so fast.
When I heard the casino noises, I was shaking and sweating.
Gambling addict.
No. And then Lin-Manuel Miranda popped up and I said, all right.
I'm driving the car.
Right, I'm good.
Them driving the car was so fucking funny.
When they crashed at the end or whatever, or is it Quinn for Bray?
Like you see Annabeth looking at her and there's a car.
I'm like, that's literally the Quinn for Bray scene.
No. But then they
so
were fine.
funny.
They made it to the other world or whatever.
I know. I was like, how'd they survive that?
Yeah. Thank God. That was so silly. That's me driving. But I felt that about everything. I really liked I was going to say the Medusa episode was cool. I remember that distinctly.
Another Cinderella story.
Yes, Jessica Parker Kennedy! Tell me something I don't know.
I was like, yes.
I was like, is that who I think it is? Because she's like this.
Yeah, she took the thing off and I said,
like, I recognized her voice first. Then, yeah, Megan Mullally. I think that's what I was going to say, was just, like, all the casting. Lynn. Was there anyone else that was, like, big? I don't know. Even just, like, the people I wasn't familiar with first. Like, I think the one mom guy was great.
Who you know, if he's there, something weird's going to go down.
Oh, Jason Matsuoka.
Yeah. And I thought he was actually his dad. It really had me.
That was funny.
He had a Diet Coke.
I was having so much fun at Camp Half-Blood.
Yeah. When I first saw Camp Half-Blood, I said, these are a bunch of nerds.
Whoa.
But I do want the necklace they have.
Yeah. I want to go there. I want, like, more that's just like camp. Like, they could have done at least one more episode before they went on their quest, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because they, like, would
left so fast.
They would flash back, like, at the very end to, like, him and Luke bonding and, like, him teaching him how to fight, which was, like, a key scene to show to, like, instigate, him knowing how to fight, but also, like, showing their friendship so that way when you find out that he's actually the one that stole the bolt, it, like, hurts. But I feel like
it would have been better if they built that up throughout the whole thing.
The whole thing, especially at the beginning.
Because I didn't know they were freaking buddies.
Yeah, and then it would have made it sadder. And I also like, they did have the moment where Annabeth was like, I heard everything, and that was clearly a betrayal for her, but like, they clearly showed that her and Luke were even closer, and I wish she had more of a reaction. Yeah. And like, they could have done it. Like, they could have done. I wonder if there are deleted scenes. Like, I don't think the show needed to be 40 minutes every time. I think you could have done a full hour.
30.
Yeah. I think you could have done a full hour and done at least 2 more of them.
Yeah. That's 10.
Like, it left me, that was one of the notes I wrote, it all just left me wanting more. Like, they were really cool. Like, I really love the story. I think the actors are great. Like, the sets, like, they're staying true. I just think they should do more.
Yeah,
like,
I agree. I need more.
Yeah.
I didn't read the books. I need more.
Yes. 100%. What else was good? I liked when Percy flossed. When they're like...
I said red flag.
This is, like, our biggest... Like, he can do it. He can defeat everyone. And it cuts to him flossing.
I said, what's going on?
That was funny.
Silly.
I really like the episode where it's like the amusement park episode, and Grover's like basically staying with Aries, and he's like outsmarting him.
Yeah.
Slay.
Oh, he was doing so good.
So good.
His face.
And then Percy and Annabeth go on their little side quest into like the like amusement park. Fucking Tunnel of Love, and then What Is Love starts playing.
That was so cool.
So funny too. I was just like, this song took me out.
And they said, I think I heard it at the he said some doctor's office.
That's
I think I've heard this because like they don't know.
Yeah. It's so funny watching shows with like kids, and you're like, oh my god, I'm supposed to be a kid. Anyway,
anywho,
that's that. But it also fucked me up when like he was turning to gold, and he was like, fully, you finish this quest without me, I'll be here. And like he's fully like dying, and he's like, it's okay.
That made me emo. They were acting down.
They're so good. That was one of my favorite parts, because it was kind of fucked up.
And like the reason Annabeth was with him to like to be able to and then she like loves him. Doesn't love him, but likes him.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, like
things are happening.
They're obviously. I didn't read the books, but I know.
Yeah, well, they're like one of the biggest things I knew too.
Yeah.
I will say there are moments, like, it's one of my pet peeves on shows where you're like developing a couple, and then everyone in the show is like, oh my god, like, you guys like each other. It's like, no, if it's a slow burn, don't even look at them.
When they said they were like an old married couple, I said these kids are too.
I said they're 12.
They're 12,
and they're not supposed to comment on it yet.
And they aren't even just don't say that. That gave me that like put me out of it.
I was like, they're barely doing anything yet.
They're like
as they should be, because like we want the burn.
And they're 2.
Like
they can't. They're like not even.
They like bickered once.
Yeah,
like in that moment when Luke was like,
Luke is like, wow, you guys are acting like. I said, Luke, I don't even call. You called once. You called once. You called once in the whole. I don't even know who you are actually. I just knew you were a little bitch.
Yeah, they needed more Luke and less like overt Percy Annabeth. Not that it was too much, but like
the hug.
Oh my god, when he falls from the fucking arch.
Yeah,
in St. Louis. That was crazy. Wait, that was one of my favorite parts when like he's fully like dying and they're like trying to splash water on him. Like this will help.
He's a
but it has to be like natural water or whatever. But then they're like, okay, we'll go, and then he like pushes them, and like he goes and fights off the bat like the chimera as he's like fully like dying.
Yeah,
and he was like, no.
He's a pretty strong 12-year-old.
He is. He's pretty badass. I was gonna say him. That was what I was gonna say. He has like a full growth spurt throughout the one season, which is so funny. So that's why they need to churn these out. We don't want no Stranger Things, no CGI.
He's gonna be 32.
Then we're gonna need to crank these out. Like I'm gonna need them to get on that absolutely, because you grow up so fast when you're in your like
when you're going through, you get tall all of a sudden.
Yeah, like he shot the fuck up. Like if you look at them in like the first episode, they're all like the same height, and then like he's much taller like halfway through the season.
They gotta get on it,
which is like realistic, but I'm like, it's just
also
goes to show.
12.
Yeah,
are they 12?
The characters I think are supposed to be 12, but like Walker just turned 15. I think. Also, speaking of casting, young Percy.
Oh, so good. Yeah,
so good. Such good casting. He's so talented, and he's a Swiftie. He's posting his Instagram story about Taylor Swift.
And he's a Swiftie.
Someone was like, do you have a girlfriend? He's like, ew, I'm too young for that. And Taylor Swift, all her lyrics taught me that I do not need to rush into that.
Okay, young person.
I was like, okay, he's ready for Rep TV to drop.
No, he's ready for the Rep TV drop. That's not going to happen because what if it did? No.
But I love young Percy. I love the Percy and his mom dynamic.
I love Sally, and when young Percy's like, breathe, mommy, breathe. And then Percy's in the water. Like, older Percy is like, breathe. I said,
Well, what also got me was the Kansas reference. And then why are you trying so hard to get rid of me?
Oh.
When they're at the diner. I was like, fuck, bro, you don't get it.
You literally don't get it.
You don't get that you're a demigod.
You're milkshake.
You're seeing shit and the schools don't want to deal with that.
You're weird. You're not like
weird,
other kids.
Bro.
You ever seen this
stupid trident? Yeah, that really hurt me. But also at the beginning of the season when he's like, "You're Poseidon's son," he's like, "No, I'm Sally Jackson's son."
Sally Jackson.
Right. That's a feminist.
When he was like, you fell in love with God, like Jesus.
Like Jesus. That was something I saw before I started watching, like, the week it came out, and I was like, all right, I gotta turn the show on right now, and I made my mom watch it with me. I was like, you want Percy Jackson? So I'm turning it on anyway. Like, Jesus.
The fact that I didn't know that he was Poseidon's son, so then when I figured that out, I said, Sally Jackson fucked Poseidon?
And, like,
what's going
you do it too for a check.
No, everything was so wild. Like, everything I was being fed was, and then Sally was stolen by, Hades, right? Like,
yeah, like, you thought she was killed, but Hades went,
I was literally like, they were saying all this, what's happening? I'd throw it into a world.
Yeah. Oh, crazy fucking world. Also, while we're on Hades, when they get to the underworld, to, like, in Hades' lair, and Hades is, like, a mile away from them, and he's like...
He has a turtleneck on.
He's like, hey, I've never been in cahoots with anyone.
No.
He's like, I'll give you your mom back. I don't even want the bolt. But I'm assuming they have to explain more in the book, so I'm hoping we get it more in the show. I would love some more backstory on Poseidon and Sally, because I'd eat that shit up. They had one scene together, and I was like, chemistry.
Yeah.
So
how many, I'm not going to say it. This is a children's show. How many girls do you think?
I'm not going to say it.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
What did you say? I was watching... I had already seen it, but we watched the finale together, and Percy was like, Dad, do you ever dream about my mom? And Brie goes, well, I fucked a lot of bitches, son.
Do you ever dream about Mom? I fucked many bitches, son.
This is a kid show.
Okay, but if you think about it.
He didn't answer.
He said,
I think Poseidon has a wife.
The fuck?
This is where I really need to, like, educate myself on Greek mythology, because they be talking about Kronos being this big bad, and I was like, who the fuck is Kronos?
Yeah.
I know Zeus.
Yeah.
I know Hades. I know Poseidon. Apparently they're all brothers, and Kronos is their daddy.
Yeah, I did not
know. So he's
know
grandpappy.
Gosh.
And that's really what you need to know. I also thought it was interesting.
Kronos.
That Athena and Poseidon are apparently big rivals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of...
That's tea.
So, I'll be eating this up. They're going to be pissed. They find out what their kids are going to get to later.
To a wedding.
Oh, I'm going to eat that up.
They're 12.
We're like, oh, their wedding's
next month.
No. But yeah, I'm really into the Greek mythology. I just feel like some of it I can't follow. So I hope just the overall critique is just to expand, just like do more, go more, so I can like really sink my teeth into the drama.
Yeah. Do more.
Do we have anything else that was big? I mean, I love the trio. Like we kind of talked about Annabeth and Percy, but the overall trio.
Those are my besties.
They like have a moment where like we're best friends. I was like,
I know, yeah.
Like, when they have to go get Grover, and he's like,
when Grover doesn't remember, and then he's like, oh, you're Percy and Annabeth. You're my best friends. I said, you're 24.
Get a grip. Oh, I'm really excited for more of Grover because I think that's a big thing is his search for Pan, which is another piece of mythology that I don't fully know, but I just know that he needs to find him.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to see more from him.
Yes.
More from Annabeth. Like, she's going to Disney World. They said, you just found the lightning bolt that you just discovered where the Zeus's master bolt was. What are you going to do now? She said, I'm going to Disney World.
And she said, I don't even know what that is.
Percy said, be a kid. Bestie,
be a kid. Get a job.
Friend, pal. Get a job. I'm glad that his mom's alive.
Yeah, me too. I thought when she died, she didn't die.
Yeah.
But I thought she was done. Like, I thought that was just going to be one thing that I'm like, oh, I really like Sally. And then,
but I do love Sally.
I love Sally.
Apparently the actress is like, I know there are haters out there. I'm like, haters?
No, Sally Jackson is mother. I know it.
She's so good.
I know.
I love that. Like I said,
wait, her listening to Illogical by Olympians. She's real.
She's so real. Me coded. Yeah, I feel like those are the biggest things before we get into highs and lows, but should I
and the expert opinions.
We had our first fan submission that I bullied my friend and coworker Addison into giving, so
thank you, Addison.
Thanks, Addison. Shout out. Addison read the books like a good person.
Like a good person. Like a real fan or something.
At her takes as a reader watching the show. So the first thing she said was she loved the casting. Having everyone the right age is a game changer, and how they should move forward with the series, which was, I think was the big thing, is that Logan was good, but he didn't look well. Too old. Logan Lerman, too old.
Too fucking old.
She loved the set design, thought the kids are really talented. Ooh, as we were just talking about, love that they made his mom so much more involved with the show because so much of the internal dialogue was about his mom in the first book. Mm-hmm. I think I saw that a couple times, like the mom wasn't so much as a figure as just talked about.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's why people really complain, but I'm like we love an involved mother. An iconic mother. Mm-hmm. The chemistry was really great, but then she also said, between, I guess, all three of them, but specifically Percy and Annabeth, that they had really great chemistry. But she said that she has a critique that there's supposed to be a painfully slow burn. Kind of what we were already saying, too. Is that it needs to be slower. I feel like they rushed it into making it obvious for everyone that they would end up together, but it takes so long for anything to happen in the books. I wish they weren't rushing it so much because they are just kids.
I agree with
that. 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of what Addison said, like, I feel, even though I didn't read the books. Mm-hmm. But one thing she said specifically that I liked was, she said, a lot of the issues or challenges they come across, they solve very easily. In the book, they would hear of or remember the story once they were stuck in the trap about the Greek gods. But she said she wishes they didn't figure out what was going on so fast, like in the Amusement Park or the Lotus Hotel or the Mattress Room. I wanted to see them struggle more. Which is kind of just on, like, they could do more. But it did feel like every time they bumped into something, they immediately
they had like so many little things and they just like immediately got through it.
They're like, we gotta move on to get to the next episode. And like the episodes are 30 minutes. If they did an hour, I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
But she said they did change like some of the aspects from the book, but they didn't bother her. And then same thing, episodes could be longer. And then same thing with figuring out Kronos. I think they figured that out too fast. Overall thoughts without seeing the finale, Addison hasn't seen the finale yet, is that they do really follow the book, and I'm obsessed with the casting. However, it feels rushed. It feels like they are pushing character development too quickly, and they need to let them struggle more. They feel almost like book 3 instead of in book 1. It's great how they would need to make longer episodes and slow down the love story in the second season.
I agree with that expert opinion.
Yes, thank you to our expert, Addison. If anyone else wants to send us things in general, please do. But until then, I will continue bullying my friends and coworkers.
To get opinions. Yes. Exactly.
But that was good to hear because I think I was seeing kind of the similar thing outside is that I think they are nailing the vibe, the cast. It's just, I think they could pump the brakes.
Yeah.
And add more detail, I guess.
Yeah. Why are they 30? Some of them are 30 minutes.
I would be like, I was ready to settle down for like a cozy
It would go to the credits
time.
and I'd be like, what?
Yeah. I'm like, that was it. I do really like the credits. I like the music. I like all the little things though. I just feel so, like, I just feel like I'm escaping when I'm watching the show, which is nice.
Yeah.
A very good winter show to have. In these trying times. So I guess that leads us to our epic highs and lows. Bree, who are your favorite characters in this show?
Well, the trio.
Yeah, I wrote the big 3.
I just like the big 3. I don't know which one to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the T.
Yeah.
And I like Sally.
And Sally.
Because she slays.
So true.
Because she slays.
Least favorite?
Aries.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like he was a shady bitch, even though he kind of was cunty.
I
knew that actor was a wrestler from the
from the moment he walked in.
The first line he said, I said, that's a wrestler.
That's so funny. I saw something and it was so out of context because I was like behind on Percy for a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. But it was like a picture of him and a picture of McGonagall from Harry Potter, and they'd be like, they should cast Maggie Smith as Kronos. I was like, yes. Like, I don't really know what you're talking about, but yes.
That's so...
For my least, I put Sally's husband.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about it.
And then he gets Medusa at the end.
That's funny.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah. Deserved.
Favorite moments?
I like the Vegas part, the Vegas episode. I like them on the bus and when, what's his name? Grover sings that song, and then Percy sings it.
That's good. I forgot about that. That was a while ago.
That was cute.
Yeah. Oh, and more things like that.
Said, aw.
I feel like there'd be more opportunity for like that bonding of like developing characters if they just spent more time doing that, and like even if the episode was longer, like the episodes just be longer.
Yeah.
They could do so much more, just like little things.
Yeah.
Because that is what character development is. Like the characters just interacting, even if it's not. Every single word doesn't have to be like progressing the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just wrote down like I like the end credits. Like I thought that was those were just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. The music.
I don't know what else.
I really liked all the Camp Half-Blood stuff. I like I liked everything in the amusement park. And the Vegas was good too, but like the Medusa stuff was really cool. Mm-hmm. I liked when he like sacrificed himself. He did it twice, and when he turns to gold, and when he like pushes him out of the way to be in the arch. All that stuff was cool. Mm-hmm. We didn't really talk about this, but when we talked about it a little bit when he meets his dad. Like, that was a really big moment. Yeah. And, like, that was a cool conversation. But it just, like, again, leaves me wanting more. But I'm assuming that's just the story. Like, we're going to have to wait for him to really interact with Poseidon.
The dad?
Mm-hmm. He's like, I only knew what one word meant. Dad or father. Damn. Do you ever dream about mom? And he was like, bye, bitch. he said, I gotta go.
He said no comment. He said, cut the cameras.
That's cut the cameras down, ass. He said, that's enough, like, emotional, like, sharing today.
Yeah.
I like when he said, I'm Sally Jackson's son. Aww. And after they do their little, like, flag football thing or whatever, and the trident shows up, and he's like, he's claiming you as his son.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh, wait, I also just like the finale when Luke, like, I like that part just because, like, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, this is tea.
Yeah.
Like,
that was good.
I want more.
I agree.
But, yeah, like we said, I wish they did build that up more.
Mm-hmm. It would have been more impactful. Like, it was impactful, but it would have been more impactful. Should they have done that?
Because we saw Luke, like, twice.
Exactly. Exactly.
I said, that bitch is going to be evil, and then he was never there.
Yeah. So fair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish, like, we just spent more time at Camp Half-Blood at the beginning. I feel like that would solve some of the problems. Yeah, the what is love scene.
What is love?
I didn't talk about this, but when they're showing the duality of, like, Luke teaching him how to fight, and, like, Luke holds the sword, it pans over the person's on the beach with the sword. Fire. There was a rack focus at one time. Fire. I'd love cinema. Television.
Cinema.
Least favorite scenes?
I don't even know.
I really just don't like when he's a baby and him and his mom are
fighting. Anything
Why are you trying to leave me?
When they were both...
Yeah.
I didn't like when I thought Sally Jackson died.
Yeah. Just anything sad with mom.
I also, like, I liked the scene, but, like, when he's turning to gold, that part was emo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Annabeth was badass for going, like, I don't want to be, like talking to...
Mm-hmm.
And she's like...
That was fire.
I said...
I also liked, it was emo when they were in Medusa's, like, lair or whatever and all the frozen stuff, and... Grover saw his, like, relative.
That's true. That was true. If Grover's sad, the whole world is sad.
Yes, Grover!
I said, in the middle, I wrote a note that was like, if this Grover goat bitch dies,
I die.
Then I'm going with him.
I was seeing other people talk about this, and I was talking to Addison about this, is there are books where, I mean, it's a book, so it's a little different, but, like, there's a whole book that Grover's not in, and there's a whole book that Annabeth isn't in.
All right,
and I think because of a show, I'm sure they'll be able to show, like, where Annabeth is and where Grover is versus it all being from Percy's POV, but I'm like, they're going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure that out.
So I'm emotionally attached to all of them.
Because, I can't go a season without one of them.
I'm going to have separation anxiety.
Poseidon chuckles softly.
Love subtitles. Poseidon! Poseidon himself.
Poseidon literally
chuckled softly.
I can't get over the fact that I didn't know that he was Poseidon's son.
I'm obsessed.
Because I feel like that's something pretty much anyone would know.
That's like the concept. Yeah. Is like Percy Jackson finds out he's Poseidon's son.
I was like, oh.
I'm so glad. That really just like brought so much joy to my heart.
I was like, what?
Brie, would you recommend this show to other people?
Yeah.
Same.
Why the hell not?
It's fun. Like, I feel like it's a good...
Me every time.
I feel like it's a show that I feel like most people would like. Like, I'm sure some people might be, like, bored if you're not really into, like, action, adventure, like, mythology. Mm-hmm. But it's a good, like, family show. Like, me and my mom turned it on. Yeah. She had a good time. Like,
she had a good time.
It's a pretty good show for most people, I'd say.
Yeah. I think it was comforting.
Yeah.
And fun. Like we said, like, when there's a whole separate world, it's, like, usually pretty comforting.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see myself hyperfixating on this, for sure.
Hell yeah.
And that's all you need.
And that's all you need is a good hyperfixation.
Exactly, to get you through life. Okay, and then on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unserious a show can be, what would you rate this show? 6? That was my first instinct.
Okay, 6.
Look at us.
Because it's more... Yeah.
I think it has, as they get older too, because I feel like Harry Potter did this, it will probably get a little darker.
Yeah.
But I don't know that.
Now they just be... Percy's just so silly.
He's just a silly little guy.
He says so many silly things.
Flossing.
When they hug, he's like,
sorry. You go first.
When, if this is about the hug, or what does he say?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then she's literally like, one of us is gonna die or something.
He's like, we're friends now. Friends hug. And she's like, that's not what
That's literally not it.
I was obsessed when they were in the underworld and they're literally pushing past dead people. And he's like, waiting in lines for, what did he say? Only suckers wait in line.
Oh,
and these people are dead.
These people are literally dead.
So funny. Like, he had a bunch of good one-liners.
What did he say about the tree lady? He said, like, something. Did I write it down? It was something about, she met a pine cone's fate. Like, she said that, or he said that about the tree lady, and they were both so silent. They looked at him like, because he's always just saying stupid shit.
He's just a guy. He's just a boy.
He's just That's funny.
Yeah. I think for right now, 6, it's definitely going to change, I fear.
I fear. To the dumb kids. The letter thing.
Yeah.
How do you know that's for us? The dumb kids.
Oh my god, I have to watch it again. I'm gonna start crying. All right, we've reached our final segment. Oh. Game time with Megan and Brie.
And me.
And that's you.
Okay.
All right, Brie, tell everyone what we're doing.
We are going to take 2 quizzes, which I no longer have.
Will you DM them to me on Twitter if that helps?
Okay. Which I no longer have.
Oh, fair. Oh, do you want to use my phone?
Oh, yeah. I said, well, I did have them.
We've had some technical
We've had the little technical.
Where is Twitter?
So
we want to do the non.
We're doing 2 quizzes that have to do with Greek mythology. Because, if you know what Percy Jackson's about, if you know that he's the son of Poseidon.
When you know, you know.
When you're old, you know. It kind of makes me...
I wish this would open right into that. Okay, we'll do this one first. Answer these 7 questions and we'll tell you which Greek god or goddess is your parent. Okay. I'll start.
Okay. I was about to go.
I said no. I'm starting. What's your favorite color? Red, blue, orange, black, yellow, or white?
Okay, what the hell is this? There's no green?
There's no green or purple or pink, and I'm livid.
What's your favorite color? I'm going to go with yellow.
Yeah, I was thinking yellow or blue. I'm being pulled toward blue.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which of the following do you feel most connected to? Air, water, wood, heat, cold, ice.
I feel connected to heat.
Me too.
I just like to be warm.
I'm kind of cold right now.
During which 2 months were you born?
Oh,
okay, well, that's easy. I was between July and August.
March.
March
and April.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah. Boom.
What's your hobby? Swimming? Playing sports? Writing? Doing makeup tutorials? Storm chasing? I don't really have any hobbies.
It's gotta be writing.
Doing makeup tutorials.
So true, right? Like and subscribe.
I don't really know. Writing.
Yeah.
Or swimming at Percy Jackson.
I mean...
Just kidding. But I never get to swim, so... Yeah. And I don't do that very often.
Mm-hmm.
Writing's probably... I do storm chase.
Ah, yes.
Frequently.
You did want to be a meteorologist.
I did want to be I do look at the current.
Really think about it. We did look at... Here's where we are. Here's what's coming.
Okay, so here's where we are.
There's a big red blob.
And that's all I know.
Which word best describes you? Chill, pretty, poetic, leader, evil.
Okay, well, I know.
Strategic.
Evil.
You can say evil. I feel like I'm strategic as a person who is a strategy.
If you didn't know, Megan's
I work in media strategy. That's so funny.
She's kind of strategic.
And Bree works in being evil.
I work in being evil.
Okay.
Pick a food. Sushi, steak, pizza, salad, sandwich, burger.
Lean toward pizza.
Sushi.
Sushi. Pick a sport. Football, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, swimming, or archery.
Okay, Katniss.
I'm having a Style Stolinsky flare-up I thought I'd share. So I have to pick lacrosse.
Flare-up. I'm picking swimming.
There you go. There it is.
Because I'm feeling like a fish.
As you should.
Lastly, choose some dessert. Pie,
oh my God.
Sugar cookies, cake, tiramisu, ice cream, or cheesecake.
These all look fire.
I know.
I feel like you're going to pick ice cream, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going for tiramisu because that tiramisu looks fire.
Looks kind of fire.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay. We're all like... All right. As we spent the whole podcast going, we don't know anything about anything.
Okay, we don't know literally anything.
Okay, who'd you get?
Apollo.
Wait, me too.
Oh, slick.
Isn't Apollo like one of the Twitches?
Is it?
Artemis and Apollo, right?
Oh, probably.
Okay, you read what it is.
God of archery, music, art, poetry, and the sun. I would consider myself the sun.
Brie, you've tried to kill me 3 times today. Classic. It is Cameron Barnes. Her real name is Apollo because it's the sun. Yeah, the sun and the moon, like Artemis and Apollo.
Oh,
so that's kind of Slayer.
That's cool. We're
twin witches.
I should have been the other bitch.
Oh. I feel like you're this bitch. I'm the night bitch because I be up till 4 a.m.
Yeah, you do.
You wake up at 4 a.m.
I wake up at 4 a.m. I start running around town.
Okay, that seemed a little inconclusive, so I think we're gonna have to do a little bit more of a like scientific quiz, which is that everyone has a Greek god that represents them.
We need more.
And the only way we can figure that out is by choosing some Taylor Swift songs.
That's more real.
Yeah, I think that'll actually get the job done. Okay, so let me kick us off.
Okay, let's kick it.
Which song is your favorite from debut? Picture to Burn, Tim McGraw, The Outside, Our Song, A Place in This World, Teardrops on My Guitar, Mary's Song, Shoulda Said No, Cold as You, or Tied Together with a Smile, But It's Coming Undone.
Wow.
I didn't know I'd
really
read that.
Bad.
Okay.
That was okay. Wow. What are you picking? I'm picking
Well,
oh no, I'm between 3.
I think I'm going Cold as You.
Okay. Whoa. I think I'm feeling. Should have said no.
That's a close second. Okay, perfect.
Makes me want to tap. Makes me want to put my boots on and tap my foot.
Yeah.
Get the hoe down, throw down. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anywho, which song is your favorite from Fearless? Fearless, Mr. Perfectly Fine, White Horse, 15, You Belong With Me, Love Story, The Best Day, Forever and Always, You're Not Sorry, The Way I Loved You.
I'm doing Forever and Always.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'm going to do The Way I Loved You.
We're both like in sync. That's like my other one too. Which song is your... Okay, Speak Now, Erasure, because we're going right to red. State of Grace, The Lucky One, I Knew You Were Trouble, Treacherous, Red, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, 22, Everything Has Changed.
2022.
All Too Well, Dylan O'Brien is there, which is really triggering. And Holy Ground.
What is going on?
Feeding the flare up.
This girl in the red beret is me. I think I'm gonna do a little Treacherous.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I think I'll go All Too Well.
Okay.
Just to mix it up.
So we're different.
Pick Dylan.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, now we're at Speak Now.
Oh, all right. Which of these songs is your favorite from Speak Now? Back to December, Mine, The Story of Us, Enchanted, Speak Now, Long Live, Dear John, Haunted, Mean, or Sparks Fly?
So many of my favorites are on Speak Now, it makes me realize.
Real.
So I really love Back to December, Story of Us, Enchanted, Haunted, Sparks Fly, Dear... Oh, fuck.
When you just name all of them, I really love them.
Yeah. I feel like I usually... Like, the first thing that comes to mind is Sparks Fly, so I feel like I should just be honest with myself for today.
Yeah, you should be honest with yourself. And I'll be honest with myself.
Enchanted.
Which
of these is your favorite from 1989? Out of the Woods, I Know Places, Wildest Dreams, All You Had to Do Was Stay, Shake It Off, Clean, Welcome to New York, Style, Bad Blood, or Blank Space? I'm between 3.
Oh.
Out of the Woods, Clean, or Style?
Ooh.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking either Style or I Know Places.
I
think I'm going to do I Know Places because that's been my mood lately.
I think I'm going to do Out of the Woods.
Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods?
This is still out of order. Are you reading them now?
Oh, yeah.
We're so good at this.
Which of these is your favorite from Lover, The Man, Death by a Thousand Cuts, False God, It's Nice to Have a Friend, Paper Rings, Cornelia Street, The Archer, I Forget That You Existed, Cruel Summer.
Afterglow's not on here, so I'm a little pissed.
So I'm a little pissed.
What are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go with False God.
Okay. I think I'm going to do Cornelia Street.
All right.
I was thinking about The Archer, too.
I was thinking The Archer.
Which of these songs is your favorite from Reputation? Everybody, get ready.
Oh, this is getting hard. Everybody.
This is why we can't have nice things. Gorgeous, Dress, King of My Heart, Endgame, Delicate, I Did Something Bad, Getaway Car, Dancing with Our Hands Tied, or Look What You Made Me Do.
Bro.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking go feral when Reputation.
I'm literally gonna drop.
That's what we need to like.
Don't blame me.
We need to buy CBS so we can watch the Grammys.
We need to buy the whole network. That's funny.
I'm kind of thinking. I've been really liking King of My Heart recently.
Okay, King. Oh, King of My Heart, body and soul. Wow. Oh, I fucking love Reputation.
Yeah. So I was also thinking Gorgeous I've been liking recently too.
Gorgeous.
I have like phases where I like different songs. I like So It Goes, but that's not an option.
Yeah. Don't blame me, it's not on here. I'm doing Getaway Car.
As you should.
Oh no, Megan.
Did you do the thing?
No.
Okay, you get back there. Oh.
I think I'm back. Wait.
Okay, let me read the next one. Which of these songs is your favorite from Folklore? The One, Mad Woman, Cardigan, Invisible String, 7, The Lakes, Mirrorball, August, Betty, or The Last Great American Dynasty? I'm going August.
You drew
stars around my scars.
And now I'm
bleeding. Okay, we're almost done.
Which of these is your favorite from Evermore? Coney Island, Willow, Tortilla, Nobody No Crime, Cowboy Like Me, Ivy, Champagne Problems, Gold Rush, Happiness, or 'Tis the Damn Season.
I gotta go Champagne Problems.
Champagne Problems. I'm between two. Okay, I think right now I'm gonna go with Ivy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That's one of our surprise songs. Which of these songs from Midnight's is your favorite? Vigilante Shit, Karma, Is the Guy on the Chiefs Coming Straight Home to Me?
God, I mean...
Sorry, I'm not a Chiefs stan. Snow on the Beach, Antihero, Midnight Rain, Bejeweled, Maroon, You're on Your Own Kid, Mastermind, or I Feel 11 turkeys creeping up on me.
No. That's funny. I'm going Maroon.
You're on Your Own Kid. Oh my god.
What? What happened?
I got my answer.
Oh, what was it?
Wait, do you have yours?
No. What if we have the same thing? I don't think we do.
We answered completely different.
Yeah, we did.
I got Hades.
Oh.
I'm Hades, god of the dead and the underworld. I've never once been in cahoots. Me click-clacking across the room.
You click-clacking your turtleneck.
You can be a little hot-headed and obsessive. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Turn on Obsessed by Brooke. Obsessed with Brooke. But it all comes from a place of love. You're secretly a lover, not a fighter. You love Messy Taylor.
Oh, I'm a
songs
fighter.
that you can scream in the car. Wait, that's so true, though. I'm in my reputation era, y'all. Okay, what'd you get, bitch?
I got Artemis.
Whoa! Oh my god, I can't believe you're both Twitches.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking, what's his name? The Darkness.
You are the darkness.
I don't know if this is accurate. What does it say about you?
You are Artemis, goddess of the moon in hunting. In hunting, I'm a vegetarian.
This is a really scientific test.
You're smart, fierce, and a friend to those in need. You're strongly independent, but you know when to let down your guard. You love nostalgic Taylor songs that you can make friendship bracelets to. Well, I do like nostalgic Taylor Swift songs, but I'm not making a bracelet.
Yeah.
But that's a personal problem.
Yeah, that's on you.
I have to make my friends make them for me.
Yeah.
I have to make my friends make friendship bracelets.
That's so funny. Oh my god, take me back to that era. Wow.
I'm Apollo and Artemis.
I'm just fucking Hades Beach.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I'm not even Apollo.
You just gave Apollo away.
I'm Shug. I get the dog. What's the dog's name?
Oh, the three-headed dog? That got that dog in him?
Sherbin.
He's got the dog in him.
Sherbert.
Rex.
Cerberus.
Yeah, that dog's pretty cunty.
That's That's me and Toby, but with 3 heads.
3 heads.
So true of us. Well, that takes us to the end of our Percy Jackson Season 1 review, recap, just discussion. If anyone has any comments, would like to share their opinions on this show,
Don't.
other shows,
Oh.
Next week we're doing Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Then we have Shrinking coming up and My Life with the Walter Boys. So if anyone has any thoughts or questions about those shows, you can submit them to us.
Yeah. Write to us.
Write directly to us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe feature it in the episode.
Yeah. We'll get your expert opinion on My Life with the Walter Boys.
Exactly. We're going to do some expert opinions.
From the books.
From the Wattpad books.
Yeah.
And that's the tea on that. Bree, do you have anything left to say? I am Sally Jackson's son.
Sally Jackson bugged Poseidon.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, that's not.
Poseidon chuckles softly.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Remember to rate, follow, and share with friends.
And find us on TikTok and Instagram at unseriesous to see more content and find out what we're watching next.
We hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye!